What is up, everybody? Welcome to the tasting room, and we have great guests.
Nuts.
Yeah, these nuts. We have some great guests with us. We have Elle and Chris from Spoil My Movie, and we have Mike from Take on the World podcast.
Hello.
So, Elle and Chris, go ahead and plug your show, and then Mike, I'll let you plug yours next.
We are Elle and Chris from Spoil My Movie podcast. We are across the audio podcast universe, and we are on video on Spotify and YouTube. Check us out and give us a subscribe on YouTube.
Check out their Terminator 2 episode. It's a great episode. You
That
guys,
was a lot of fun.
I'm looking for, and you're My Cousin Vinny I have to listen to, because I know BAC did My Cousin Vinny, so I got to listen to that episode, but it's great seeing you guys on video.
Yeah, we were very excited. It was a pretty easy transition.
Yes.
Although I don't have nuts.
All right, so let's go ahead and go to Mike from Take on the World. Go ahead and plug your show, buddy.
I am Mike D from Take on the World. I am also on almost any place you can get a podcast. We are on YouTube and Spotify, and it's TOTW Pod, almost every place you can look. I also do Berks County Unsolved Deluxe Edition with my buddy Casey.
Yep.
Again, that's every place you look for a podcast. We are not on YouTube there. We're no video because nobody wants to see my face on that one.
Not true.
That's not true.
Hey, we love you, man. You look great. You and your show on video is great. And plus, your show is on video on Spotify.
Well, this Take on the World is, yes.
Yeah.
But Berks County Unsolved is not.
You guys ever thinking about going to video, though?
I think he does do some video stuff, but Casey takes care of all that. I don't do that.
Yeah, when's he going to release a show? I haven't seen Casey in so fucking long for doing a show. It's been weird.
He's coming up to tape with me late October. We're going to do like 4 or 5 episodes and hopefully get back rolling again. Because
Awesome.
all I do is turn my camera for the Berks County Unsolved set.
All right, so this is awesome. Glad to have you guys as guests, Ellen, Chris, Mike. Today's topic for our tasting room, we are actually doing something that is related to the movie that I did earlier this week, which is Demon Knight, Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight and Bordello of Blood. Of course, being a movie based off a TV show, I was like, you know what? Let's do top 5 movies based off a TV show. So I'm going to go ahead and go first because I made up this topic, and then I'll let our guest go first. So let's see if anybody has mine right here. So my first one is going to be Mel Gibson, Maverick, based on the TV series Maverick.
Okay.
Did I take? I didn't take anybody's.
No.
It's on my list.
Oh, you took one off. I told you to make a lot. I know you. I know you said you made a bigger list, but I have to go by Maverick. That is a great movie based on the original TV show with Jim Garner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Who's also in the movie.
Oh yeah, it's his father, which is great. It's a great little cameo in there. My next one is definitely going to be The Addams Family. I have to do The Addams Family because The Addams Family movie with Gomez and Morticia is probably the best one that came out in 1990. Addams Family Values, I like, but not as good as the original, but always based on the really weird series, Black and White, which is still a fun series. I mean, you got to think of the Munsters or the Addams Family. Which one would you pick?
Munsters.
I actually go for the Addams Family. I love the Addams Family.
Watch the Monsters more.
Yep.
I like monsters too.
Oh, y'all like the
No,
Munsters?
Addams Family every time.
There you go. At least we got somebody who likes the Addams Family.
That was a pity vote.
My next one isn't really a plot type of device when it comes to movies. It's more of a comedy sketch type of thing, stunts. Jackass. I was a big fan of Jackass when I was a teenager. I
That
loved
can work.
Huh?
That can work.
It does. I mean, they made the Jackass movies, which in my opinion are medicine to me. If I'm in a bad mood, I watch Jackass. Jackass always makes me laugh. I love all the guys, Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera. Well, some of Bam Margera. He's kind of gone off the deep end now. But I always love that crew. They've always made me laugh. And that is definitely a TV show based going right into the movies. My fourth one is going to be my little geeky part here. The original Star Trek movies with William Shatner. I love, and I'm putting the whole, all 6 movies. Well, I guess you can count 7 for Generations, but 1 through 6, I love those movies. I grew up on the original series, so I love the classic William Shatner. Yeah, the Picard ones are great, First Contact and all that, but I actually like Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, all those. So I had to put that whole 6-movie set right there for based on a TV show.
And I knew you were going to take them.
Oh, Star Trek? Yeah, I'm a Trekkie, man. I love Star Trek. I love the old school Star Trek. And then my next one is actually kind of a simple one. It's made a whole shitload of movies with Tom Cruise, but believe it or not, I only like the first. I like the first one more than anything. Mission Impossible, the first one that came out in 1996. I saw it in the theater. I enjoyed the hell out of it. That scene where he's like dropping into that room, and
what was it a TV show of?
Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible is based on a TV show.
When?
I think it was from the 60s.
I have it here because that was one of mine as well.
Oh,
I think it's 60s into early 70s.
70s, I think.
1966 to 1973.
Yes.
Okay.
And even the main character, Dennis, not Dennis Hopper. What's his name?
Peter Graves.
Yes, he was actually a good guy in the series, but they actually made him the bad guy in the movie, which was kind of interesting on how they changed that. But I always will love the first one. I mean, I do like the other ones. The other ones, other than Mission Impossible 2, that one sucked. Mission Impossible 3, Then they get better. But the first one will always be a classic to me. I enjoy that one. Always a great movie. So that is my list right there. How many did I take from everybody?
None.
Really? I didn't take any of yours? But I took a couple of yours, Mike. I can't hear you, buddy.
Son of a bitch.
Where'd you go?
Turn your mic on.
I think your mic is up. Hold on.
God damn it, Ron. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Chris, can you hear us?
Can you? All right, hold on. We'll be right back.
You got 3 of mine.
0.
Really? I didn't take any of yours. I took a couple of yours, Mike.
Oh, yeah, 3.
I can't hear you, buddy.
3. You took 3 of mine.
Son of a bitch.
Where'd you go?
I'm
What?
here.
Turn your mic on.
I don't know.
That's fucking weird.
It's just our sound went out, so it was on our end.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know what happened because I even checked the recording. You guys were the sound went for you guys were still fine. For some reason, we couldn't hear you. It just the sound went blank for some reason.
Yeah, we were having a whole show while you were gone.
All right, we'll go ahead and get back to it. You ready?
It's going to be a Take on the World bonus episode.
There we go.
All right, let me go ahead and turn my echo off.
They're gone again. What happened?
Seriously.
Yeah.
You guys
No,
disappeared.
we got you now.
Yeah.
You-
yeah.
No, it's because I turned our echo off. It blinked the screen. Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
We should be good now. All right. So starting back on the recording. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So technically I probably fucked up. I don't know what I did. Maybe it was my computer or something. So yeah, whatever. Anyways, we're back to the show. I did my list. So I'm going to pick, how about L first? Ladies first.
Ooh, thank you. All right. So I'm just going to get it out of the way. You talked about Demon Knight. It's actually one of my favorite things. I loved the show, and I thought Billy Zane was so hot at that time. It's the best thing I think he ever did.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. And it was before Jada Pinkett was annoying. So
Yeah, fuck Jada Pinkett.
She was still annoying in that movie.
like fuck her. But
I don't care for her husband either. I fucking hate Will Smith.
Seriously. So this is going to be a surprise, but I actually was a huge He-Man and She-Ra fan, so I love Masters of the Universe.
Oh,
I know
shit.
it's super cheesy, but it's so good, and I love it, like Skeletor.
Yeah.
I love it. It for me it's extremely nostalgic. I have the toys and everything.
Yeah, it's to me that is 80s cheese, but it's fun 80s cheese.
Definitely. And you kind of bit into my Wrath of Khan, but it's okay. I actually really liked Charlie's Angels. The one
Almost
with
made the
Barrymore, but the first one, like after that, it gets way too over the top.
Was it the sequel called Full Throttle or something like that?
Yeah, that was the second one.
That was the second one.
Yeah.
I liked the first one. I thought it was like, it was girls being badass and quirky.
Yeah.
And it was a fun movie at the time. It didn't last the test of time, but I still find it like a guilty pleasure.
This is kicking your ass.
Not even when she's like ass.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, she's got that list going.
I've never seen those movies. Sammy is a big fan of them, but I've never seen them actually because they didn't look. I heard Crispin Glover's in them.
They're not that bad.
Yeah, and Bill Murray's also in them or something like that. Isn't he like their boss or
he's
something?
Charlie. Yeah, he's Charlie.
Well, that's based on a TV show.
It's
it works.
girl power, man.
So I actually love this movie more than the TV series, but I thought the TV series was okay. I love the movie Serenity based on Firefly.
Wait a minute, you thought Firefly was okay?
Yeah, I saw Serenity first.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I'll give Firefly a chance. The only reason is that I'm not big into Westerns.
Yeah.
The sci-fi Western thing, I find a very weird mix.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they made it work, but then the season kind of ended because it didn't really have a lot of support. So it got canceled in a kind of a weird place. And so, yeah, it's for me, it's okay. It's like good, but not like great.
Right. Mike, you still there?
Yes.
Okay, good. You were silent. You were doing thumbs up. I was just making sure you had sound.
Over, but I was saying 2 thumbs up. I love that show. I love that movie.
No, Serenity and Firefly was good because my brother got me onto it. He also has like the board game, which is extremely a fun game, actually. Him and his wife brought it over and played it. The board takes up like the whole fucking table. And we had a hell of a time playing. It was actually a very fun game, but Serenity and Firefly, it's a good series. I wish they brought it back.
Yeah.
They're talking about doing another movie. Nathan Fillion says he might even financially do most of it, but he wants the original director to come back.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Which I believe, who's he?
Well, Joss Whedon was the one the creator.
Yes.
Joss Whedon is like canceled in Hollywood right now.
He is. He did some weird shit when he did Buffy and whatnot, and with Gal Gadot.
Yep.
So my last one is El Camino, which is based on the Breaking Bad series. I love Breaking Bad. It's probably my number one show, and I watch it.
They made a movie from Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, El Camino. It's about Jesse.
Was it made for TV or was it a theater release?
It was on Netflix.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I had no idea. That's pretty fucking cool.
It's good. You should check it out.
Breaking Bad is a good show. What was that, Mike?
Yeah.
Was that a Clint Eastwood film?
What was that ding?
What did it?
Oh,
was there a ding?
I think there was a car, like a movie about a car or something called Camino.
Oh, Gran Torino.
There was Gran Torino.
Gran Torino with
one, right?
Clint Eastwood.
Bad.
No, it's Gran Torino.
I got my stuff mixed up.
Okay.
You're confusing cars.
Gotta turn my pumpkin on. I forgot to do that. Happy Halloween, everybody. Well, Halloween month. Well, awesome list, El. Awesome list. All right, so we're going to skip you, Chris, and go to Mike. I'm trying to go crisscross around here. So, Mike, what are your top 5 movies based off of a TV show?
Okay, she took my number 1, which was Serenity.
And I took yours also. So how many have been taken off?
That's why he's got a lot of fucking backups.
I think he's got like 13.
I knew you were going to take Star Trek, so I didn't put the original movie on my list.
Okay.
What I did put on my list was a 2009 Chris Pine movie.
Ooh.
And
very good.
I'm going to explain this because you know I don't like reboots.
Right.
You know that's the thing with me. However, I think J.J. Abrams did great with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously based on the original Star Trek, but for some reason, the way they redid the beginning, I don't know. I liked it. And
I agree with you.
Sit down and he loves it.
Yeah.
Like when we watch it.
I agree with you. I don't care for the other 2 sequels that went with it, but the original first movie, just Star Trek that they made, I like that one. I didn't care for when they did the whole Wrath of Khan redo story. I thought that was stupid, and then they switched it. And then the third one, I think Star Trek Beyond, it wasn't
that.
The only thing I actually liked about it,
fucking bad.
The only thing I liked was when he went to Spock's bag and saw the original crew from the 80s and from the William Shatner and all that. That made me like, oh, that's fucking great. I enjoyed that.
I liked the other 2, but they weren't. You're right. They were not as good.
Yeah.
But the 2009 one I thought was really good.
Oh yeah, I saw that in the theater. It was great. That's a good pick.
So, every time I do one of these with you, I throw a history thing at you.
You always do it.
So I'm gonna go with Tom Hanks, Dan Aykroyd, 1987.
You son
Dragnet.
of a bitch.
And
damn it.
I do that because it's based on 2 TV shows.
Yeah.
The original TV show was 1951, Badge 714.
Right.
And then it later became the 1967 Dragnet. But both of those shows were based off of a 1949 radio show called Dragnet.
No shit.
Yes. So that's your history lesson.
Well, you got that's a good one. Dragnet with Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks. It was actually a little fun little movie.
Damn it.
I enjoy that movie every time it's on. It's not like you can't take it seriously. It's supposed to be a fun movie.
Yeah,
it doesn't match up with the original at all.
right.
But
It's not
it's
supposed
just
to.
fun.
Yeah. Well, it's more. Isn't the original more serious? That one's more comedic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's absolutely. The original was straight laced, serious, like a TV drama or a police drama, and this one is just nothing but goofy fun.
Yeah, it's the same thing they would Starsky and Hutch. You know, with Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. Yeah. All right.
That's another one I forgot.
It's a fun one.
I'm gonna go with The Fugitive.
Very good. Almost made the list.
1993.
I was thinking about that one too. That's great. It is based on a series.
It's based on the 1963 to 1967 TV series. Harrison Ford, Tommy Lee Jones, can't go wrong.
That's probably one of Tommy Lee Jones' best roles, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah, and well, that and U.S. Marshals, same character.
That's got Wesley Snipes in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good one.
So I'm debating on which one I'm going to go with here because I still have a bunch on my list. I'm going to go with The Equalizer, 2014.
That's based off of a TV show.
1985 to 1989. I used to watch that show religiously.
Oh, wow.
Edward Woodward used to play Robert McCall
Yeah.
in the show The Equalizer.
Oh, okay.
And now that the popularity from the movies, now they redid it with Queen Latifah.
That's interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that who's playing it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Because they redid her. They put her in what was a Denzel Washington movie where he's paralyzed?
I don't remember.
Bone Collector.
Bone Collector?
Yes, that's what it was. No,
yeah.
she wasn't. Was she in that one too? She was, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Angelina
was, yeah.
Jolie.
Okay.
So, let me see.
Trying to go through your little big list here that you made.
Because the rest of them, the TV show was nostalgic for me. So I'm just going to jump on the A-Team, 2010. Liam Neeson, Bradley Cooper.
See, the funny thing is, I was just thinking about that, and I was going to say something about it, and then you brought it up, the A-Team. I didn't know that if you were going to pick that or not.
It's like you guys are in sync with each other.
Oh yeah, apparently.
The original had George Papard, Dirk Benedict, Dwight Schultz, and Mr. T.
Oh yes, the original Mr.
Give
T.
you the fool.
That's my 5 if I had to pick them off this list. But I have a bunch more.
Well, let's see what we'll see at the end, and see after we get Chris is going to be going on next. So we're going to have our next guest, Chris. Has anybody taken any from your list?
I had a last. No, nobody took anything, but I remembered something while you were talking, Mike, and I made a last minute substitution. But my original 5, nothing had been taken.
Wow.
This is crazy. I thought people would be having all the same shit.
Side note, Ron, you remember Cameo where you could like hire a B-lister, C-lister to do a personalized greeting?
Yeah, I've actually done one before. I did
one with John Kassir, voice of the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, wow. Yep. That is awesome. Did he do
for Mother's Day 2020 for my mother?
That is crazy. See, I did one for Corey Feldman for Sammy because she loves Corey Feldman. It was actually when she was in the hospital, and then I just sent her that Cameo message for Corey Feldman. And she about died because she loves Corey Feldman, even though he's a strange guy. But I'm still a fan of him. He does what he does. You know, I can't really complain. He's having a good time. So,
all right. So my list, top of the list is definitely X-Files: Fight the Future.
Oh, okay. Mulder and Scully.
The movie that came out afterwards, I pretend it doesn't exist, like the last season and a half of the show.
What was your favorite episode of the X-Files?
It's actually a 2-parter from season 1, Squeeze and Tombs, which I think is episode 7 and episode 11, respectively.
You remember the Leech Man?
The Fluke Man.
The Fluke Man, yeah. Yep. That scared me when I was a kid. Like that actually scared me. 2. Yeah, with the carnival and everything.
Yep. Oh, from the carnival. Oh, you're talking about the parasitic twin?
No, it was the Fluke Man. That was in the carnival episode, I believe.
No, the Fluke Man was in the in not the cargo hold, but like the sewage hold of, I think it was a Russian or Czech ship.
Oh, okay. Maybe that I got it mixed up with something else. I remember it was like a mermaid man that was. I don't.
Yeah, the Fiji Mermaid was from season 5 or season 6.
Yeah,
and that the episode was the name eludes me, but it had the same guy as the subway jumper from Ghost.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think he passed away many years ago, but
Yep.
it was entertaining in Ghost. So
Yep.
So I'm shaking my head because his memory is shit.
except when it comes to
Apparently
X-Files.
not.
Comes to X-Files. X-Files, he knows the names of the episode,
Damn.
what season it was in.
See, I don't even know that for
all
Star
the
Trek. I just know the name of the episode. I don't know the episode number and crap.
He does.
You
He is like, if it's X-Files, he knows about it.
You remember that episode with the fungus that came out of the neck?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the Firestarter or something. That was the one where they had the mushroom parasite that would come out of their neck.
Yep. Oh man.
He couldn't remember my middle name for months.
No. It was worse than that. I forgot your last name.
In both of them. But X-Files, oh, God forbid he like forget an episode.
I'm sure he had an obsession with Scully also.
Of course I did. Here's a trivia question: silk or cotton for Scully in episode 1 of season 1?
Silk.
It is silk. Of course it's silk.
There
She
you go.
looks great in silk.
All right, what's the next one on your list?
All right, next one on my list: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one. the only one that matters.
Shit. That's a good one. Why didn't I think of that one? The first
Very
movie
nice.
is fucking great. That's a good pick. That is a
That was
good pick. Good
the
pull.
first movie I ever took my father to that he actually enjoyed.
They got stupid after Secret of the Use, but the first one was great. That one was just pure. It was dark. It was perfect. It was a kids movie, but it was darker for a kids movie. I fucking love that movie.
Well, Secret of the Use, they were not allowed to use their weapons.
Yeah, I know, because parents complain about it being too violent in the first one. It was stupid.
It was the production company, Golden
Yeah.
Harvest.
Yeah.
All right, so next one, very, very fond to me because I think it's equal parts poking fun at the original and paying homage to it. A very Brady movie.
Oh God. Wow, really?
I know a lot of people hate that movie, but I love that movie.
You know what I found out? Because I was looking at the list, and I know that there was a sequel, a Very Brady sequel. And apparently there was a third one where the Bradys go to the White House.
What?
Yeah. There
What,
is
not
a
Hawaii?
there's a third movie, and it stars the same actress and actor who played the Bradys, but the kids are all different. It's just like they did the Addams Family reunion for the third movie where it didn't have all the actors because they were trying to make a TV show. But there was a third movie, and I was like, the fuck? It must have did shitty. It came out like 2004 or something like that. The Bradys go to the White House.
That was probably
Wow.
direct.
And probably really dumb.
Yeah, they got dumber. The first one's great. It's a good it mocks the Brady show. So,
Yeah.
which was a really cheesy show of the 60s.
Yes.
Not for the time.
Yeah,
I think it was even cheesy back then.
I loved it when I was a kid. I thought it was awesome when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Fourth up, Beavis and Butthead Do America.
God damn it.
God damn. I don't know
love
why I
that
didn't.
movie.
I don't know why I haven't seen. I didn't think of these for my list. You got some good pulls here. Damn it.
All right. And rounding out the top 5 for me, I'm pretty sure this counts. It was my last minute substitution, so I have a backup. Naked Gun, which I believe was from Police Squad.
See, I didn't know that the Naked Gun series were based off the TV show.
Yeah, it was loosely based on Police Squad and the detective noir TV shows at the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Awesome list.
That's my list.
No, you got some good pulls out of there. Good ones. So far,
I have
everybody's got
a
great
bunch
lists.
more like that were ready to go. If people would take mine, I was ready to sub in.
Oh, wow. See, I actually only made 5, but there was a couple, I'm mad that I didn't think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I would have put that on my list easily if I
good one.
thought
I
of
thought that one would go.
But
Yeah.
nobody was going to touch your Brady movie.
No, Brady is.
Nope, that is all you.
It's a funny movie, sort of funny, but it's not something worth putting on the list. I'm sorry. But
Almost went on my list. Naked Gun was almost on my list.
like I said, I didn't know Naked Gun was based off a TV show. I thought that was just a spoof comedy with Neeson,
It's
Leslie
a
Neeson.
parody
in it.
of Police Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never watched Police Squad?
No.
Oh,
Did
it's
you?
worthwhile.
Maybe.
I've never seen. When was it? The 80s or early 90s?
I think it was 70s.
Police
Oh.
Squad was a 60s or 70s show.
Now, was it a funny show, or it was Naked
No,
Gun?
It was straight laced. It was straight laced.
Oh, so it's just like Dragnet.
Yes.
Really? Okay, that's interesting.
They didn't
So
really poke fun of things back then.
yeah, that's true. Well, Mel Brooks was sort of the
They were
first one
they were
to do
too
that.
uptight.
They hadn't evolved.
Mel Brooks is awesome.
Love Young Frankenstein, best movie that's my favorite of Mel Brooks. All right, Ragnar, we're gonna go ahead and end with you.
Fuck.
How many were taken off your list?
I've got 5, so.
Oh, then you're good. So what are you worried about?
Well, 2 of them were taken. I'm not replacing one now.
Okay,
So, Beavis and Butthead Do America. You son of
Yeah.
a bitch, you fucking took it.
it's a good one. That's actually one I'm hosting.
And Mike took my other one, which was Dragnet.
We're doing you know how we do a series every year for our a series. So last year we did we did the sports series and the black and white series the year before. This year we're doing the animated series.
Oh.
Ragnar here is doing Wall-E.
Okay.
I'm doing Beavis and Butthead Do America. I don't remember what Stu is doing, and Chase is doing Treasure Planet.
Of course he is.
Apparently he loves that movie.
I think he just randomly picks movies
yeah.
that sound good
Well, he did try.
that he's never seen.
He tried to
Then
go with
they're
Team
actually
America.
pieces
Talked
of
about that
shit.
movie for at least a year and a half.
He wanted to do Team America World Police for an animated movie. Do you see that as an animated movie?
It's not stop motion. There's no way you can contrive that
It's
as
puppets. But no, he changed his mind. I think he's doing something different. I know.
Watch it.
What was that?
He just wants to force you to watch it.
See, I saw
There's
that
no
shit in the
forcing
theater.
in that one. It's fucking amazing.
It's great. It's I saw that shit in the theater, man. So, all right, Ragnar. So, what's your next one?
Beverly Hillbillies.
That's a fun one. I remember that.
Good
movie.
one. That's a very good one. I hadn't thought about that in years.
And that
I know,
actually
right?
stars the actress from Bordello of Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot in that one as what's her name from Hillbillies, the hot chick.
Fuck.
What, Daisy Dukes?
No,
that's
Dukes of Hazzard.
That's Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, yeah, that's
the
right.
redhead, right?
No, she's the one with the ponytails. That's like really like
Oh, that's
with a country
right.
accent. I forgot.
Yes.
Something May.
Mhm.
And also that was Ernest.
fuck is it?
Fuck, what's his name that plays Ernest?
Beverly Hillbillies.
He played the
Oh, Barney?
Ellie Mae.
is it Ellie Mae? There we go. So you were right. It was May. Yep. That's a good pick.
And
So
then Dukes of Hazzard.
there you go with Johnny Knoxville and Sean William Scott.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Not the other
Daisy
one.
Duke.
No,
No, the other one was stupid.
I've never seen the other one. I've seen that one.
It's stupid.
There's you talking about the sequel?
Yeah.
Oh no, I've never even seen the sequel. All right, cool.
We'll go cartoons. So the Flintstones.
I saw that in the fucking theater. I can't put with John Goodman and Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
I saw that shit in the theater. I remember my cousin. It was the same year that Lion King came out. I was up in Michigan, and my cousin, about a year older than me, we were talking about what movie are we going to see? What movie are we going to see? And she said, I want to see The Lion King. No, I want to see The Flintstones. I don't want to see no feet on the screen because apparently they put their feet right on the screen. But we still went and saw The Flintstones and didn't see The Lion King in the theaters when that was a huge hit right there.
Wow.
There's an actual town called Bedrock, and it exists. And
Really?
it's in between Vegas and Arizona, like on the way to the Grand Canyon. And they were like, yeah, look, on the left is Bedrock. And no shit, it's like a real life Bedrock.
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Probably better
It's
than the
interesting to go by it.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's a fun movie. It is a fun
Is it?
movie.
You've never seen it?
I haven't seen it. No, I saw the trailer. I was like, fuck that.
No,
No,
the
dude. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch
don't. The sequel is the one where it's like Flintstones and Viva Las Rock Vegas or something
yeah.
like that.
Viva Rock Vegas.
But it's got
Rock
completely
Vegas.
different actors.
Yeah.
No, believe it or not, the Flintstones, it's very corny, but it goes right by the TV show because the TV show was kind of like an adult, like a 60s version of The Simpsons because it was meant for adults. It wasn't meant for kids when it came out.
It was the Honeymooners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was with the applause and everything else. But it's actually worth a watch. Go see it, Chris.
They were selling cigarettes on the show.
Yeah, Winston's.
Yes. Oh, man.
And then to round off this wonderful show, Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Zoinks.
Love me some Scooby Doo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Matthew
Okay.
Lillard as
I met-
Shaggy.
I met Matthew Lillard. So I lived like right on the New York, Connecticut border at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm driving south on 95 and I see the Mystery Machine. I'm like, wow, the Mystery Machine. That's so cool. Who made their van look like the Mystery Machine? And so I pull up next to it and Matthew fucking Lillard is driving it.
Yeah,
That is fucking
And he waved at me.
crazy.
I was like, holy shit. And then I went, whatever I was doing.
That's
I would have
awesome.
gone inside. I'm sorry. I want to see what's
Do
inside.
not go in strangers' vans.
There are
Oh,
exceptions, okay?
That is fun.
He was the perfect Shaggy.
He really
He
was. Yeah.
He did the perfect voice for him. Like the
Yeah.
voice and everything was like legit. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. So that is awesome with our list. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Seriously.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
thanks for having us.
Anytime.
Always love having you guys. I'm looking forward to you guys being on main episodes. Mike was on a great Starship Troopers episode.
Hell yeah.
We
That was a
had
good
Chris on
episode.
Sin City. Al, we still got to do our Dark City episode.
We do.
I know. We'll get it done. Don't worry. We got plenty. I got plenty of time the next couple of months, so me and you can knock it out and get something going on and figure it. To probably during the week, we'll figure it out. So go ahead and plug your show. Ellen, Chris, go ahead and go first.
All right. We are Ellen and Chris from Spoil My Movie. You can find us anywhere you get your favorite podcast. We are also on video on Spotify and YouTube. Do us a favor, go to YouTube and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos coming out.
Hit ring lang that ding-ling, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I
Notification.
refuse to say that, but
Stu says it better. That's his thing to say. All right, Mike, how about you, buddy?
Mike D from Take on the World. Any place you listen to podcasts, it's TOTW Pod. On YouTube, it's TOTW Pod, and our videos are also on Spotify. And I forgot to mention earlier that I officially have my IMDb page now.
Ooh.
Nice.
Gotta check that out.
I was an extra in a movie.
Well, go ahead and give me that link, and I'll have it in the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I'll send that to you.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. This was so much fun. Make sure to check out Spoil My Movie. They are an amazing review. This couple knows what to do. Knows how to talk about movies. And check out Mike with both of his shows when he goes into pop culture and mysteries, and especially Berks County Unsolved. Hey, I said it right this time. Berks County Unsolved.
Good job.
So
Well, it took you a
seriously,
few fucking episodes.
yeah, that's true. So we were going to say goodbye, and we will see you all later.
No, you won't.
Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm so surprised nobody said South Park.
I was thinking
wow.
about it.
Didn't even think of South Park.
Why I didn't think of Beavis and Butthead and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I mean, I'm mad I didn't get those, but I'm
And
happy with my.
Blues Brothers and Wayne's World.
I was thinking
Blues
of
Brothers
Teenage
is on my
Mutants,
list.
but I was
Okay.
like,
But-
I had movies that I liked more, that I've seen more.
See, but would Saturday Night Live skits would work? Because I guess it's based off the Saturday Night Live TV show, so would that work? I guess.
I don't know. I mean, the show, like, it's
Because it's
part
a
of
bunch
the
of them.
show, and the show is a series, so I
Yeah.
guess it kind of sort of works, but
Well,
I could see maybe
The
not.
Blues Brothers were reoccurring on Saturday Night Live. It wasn't just a one-time skit.
Yeah.
Right. So is Wayne's World.
Just like the Ladies' Man and what was the other one? Superstar.
Yep.
Oh, are we recording again?
Yeah. Just keep talking. This is a little
Okay.
thing out of the extra episode. Go ahead.
But I'm out of material.
Can't do it on
I
the
was
spot
thinking
like this.
about Batman and Superman because there were shows in the 60s and
Yeah.
whatnot, and it was like
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how fast and loose we could play with.
When you
that.
think about Batman, they did make a Batman movie from the 1960 series. It was
Yes.
where it basically had all the villains and everything, so that would have worked. But if you're going by Tim Burton Batman, you got to think of the animated series because the animated series are going by the movie.
yeah,
Because
Right, but the animated series, you could say that series generated Mask of the Phantasm.
see, Mask of the Phantasm would have worked too because that was a theatrical release.
it
Yep.
was, and it was so good.
It was amazing. But the thing is, the animated series uses Tim Burton's theme, so it's a TV show coming from a movie, which that could be another episode on its own, where basically top 5 TV shows based off of movies, because that's like all over the fucking place now. Where
Yeah,
you
what was
see,
it that you called like Mobius strip movies.
yeah, you got so many fucking things and everything else. So,
Yep.
but
You also have The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
1964 spy fiction.
yeah,
The Blues Brothers, which was on my list.
Mhm.
Here's one nobody
why did you go with Blues Brothers?
It was one of my add-ons on the end in case I got something bumped off.
See,
Same.
I wanted to do it because when I kept thinking it's a Saturday Night Live skit, so I didn't want to use it.
I thought I would be called on it. That's why.
Yeah.
It was going to be a last resort.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't want to get called on it and look silly.
Oh well, we're gonna do this little bonus add-on to the tasting room. So just curious, what was everybody's extras on their list?
What about Lost in Space?
I have that on my list.
I saw that movie in the
Okay.
fucking theater when I was a fucking kid, man. I saw that movie in the theater. It was fun. It's
I had a
stupid
thing
but
for
fun.
Lacey Chabert back in the day.
I actually really liked the last Lost in Space series.
I did not.
Oh, you mean the newer one?
The newer one, yeah.
I've never
enjoy it.
seen it, but I actually watched the original when I was a kid too. It was
did
on
too.
the Sci-Fi Channel. You know, the
Yep.
the 1960s.
All these are nostalgic for me because like I watched The Man from U.N.C.L.E. in reruns when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I watched Police Squad when I was a kid. I watched Dragnet when I was a kid. Like I watched The Fall Guy was on my list as well.
Yeah.
Which just came out. I just watched that the other day. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it doesn't mirror the series at all. But Eon Flux, which is a movie that I've always loved.
Oh, wow.
But that was based on an animated series.
I believe
Yep.
MTV. It was an MTV show, I believe.
You know what else? Bleach. They made a live action Bleach movie based on the manga and
Bleach?
the
I have no
anime
idea.
series.
I've never heard of Bleach. Is that an anime show?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't do anime, so
That
I
would
don't
be
know
why.
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not into anime. Sorry. Not I'm a Star Trek. That's my geek side, but I'm not into anime.
Chase would know.
I like true crime, so I like the series Luther, and I like the movie that came out
Okay.
more recently.
That works.
So that was like one of my extras.
Mike,
Wrath of Khan was one of my extras, but I figured that you were going to take that one.
well, I didn't do Wrath of Khan. I did the whole like
Shebang,
Shatner of
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
It took 6
I
movies.
figured. I figured. Yeah, I mean, I actually like, most of those movies too, but Wrath of Khan for me sticks out a lot.
Oh no, Wrath of Khan is the best one in the series, but I'm one of those ones that actually like Star Trek: The Motion Picture, the original. I actually from 1970. Well, you don't like it either?
I love it.
He
I
said
knew
he
you were going
does.
to pick it.
Oh, I
That's
didn't hear
why.
you right. Yeah, to me, I thought it was very well done. I thought it was very directed by Robert Wise of all people, the guy who did the Sound of Music. It's weird that he did that.
Really?
Oh yeah, the director of Sound of Music did Star Trek: The Motion Picture. He also did. I know he did another classic movie from the 60s or 50s, but oh yeah, what was the other ones on your list, Mike? Because I know you had like 13, didn't you?
That's because that's almost all of them.
Oh,
I had
okay.
Lost in Space. I had Land of the Lost.
Yeah.
That was so good. Yeah.
They did a movie about that.
Oh yeah, it was Will Ferrell and Danny McBride.
Oh yeah, I've
It
heard
was
about
okay.
that. Yeah, I've heard about that.
It was
It was
stupid.
fun. It wasn't a great movie. Like I wouldn't jump up if it was on again. I'd watch it because it was funny. But
Well, just
like
like you hate Nicolas Cage, I'm not a big fan of Will Ferrell.
oh,
Will Ferrell is like not my favorite. The only movies I can deal with him in is Step Brothers because Step Brothers is funny, but I like John C. Reilly in that, and I like Night of the Roxbury. But other than that, I hate them. I don't know what is everybody's obsession with the movie Elf. I fucking can't
Yeah.
stand that movie.
I can't stand it.
Old
I
school.
met him though.
that's my
I
favorite.
met him at a
Old school
bar
is
in
good.
Manhattan.
You met Will Ferrell in a bar?
Yep. He
Jesus
walks
Christ,
in
Chris.
And he went to the bathroom. It was Halloween, so I'm dressed
Oh,
up
stop!
like a whoopee
Stop!
cushion.
You didn't follow him in the bathroom,
You
did
didn't
you?
follow him.
No, I did not follow
All
him.
right.
But I'm dressed up as a whoopee cushion. When he comes out, I
Oh,
said,
for
"Hey,
fuck's
I
sakes.
just want to shake your hand and say thanks for the laughs over the years." And I wasn't thinking about the handshake thing, but it was fine. And
Where
he-
did your hand come from?
Yeah. Did you wait? Hold on. Before I shake your hand, did you wash it first?
Yeah.
he looked me up and down in the whoopee cushion outfit, and he said, "I kind of just want to squeeze you."
And did he?
No, he did not.
Damn.
All
I would have
right.
paid him to squeeze me.
Right?
Well, this was our fun little added bonus to the end of the episode. Just a little bit of banter between all of us. So it's great seeing you guys as always. And we will definitely get you on. I'll probably get you on one of our, because we're going to be saying goodbye to the tasting room most likely. But we were going to still have a couple more we're going to do. So I'm going to try and see if I can get you guys to be guests on some of these, okay?
All right.
Hell yeah.
Thank you
He's got
so
an
much.
interesting next week. He's got an interesting one that's going to be, I don't know, you still
What?
finagling it on what the title is?
Yeah, I got to work out details on it.
Well, he's doing the movie 28 Days and 28 Weeks Later.
Oh,
Okay.
so good.
Yeah, so which I've never seen 28 Weeks Later, so I'm
Me
a virgin
neither.
for that
They're
movie.
both good.
But I've seen 28 Days Later, so and then
Well,
Goot.
So good.
I told you when I originally saw 28 Days Later, Like I was like, oh well, okay. It was, and then I saw the budget for it. I'm like, damn, that was good for that budget.
Right?
Well, the new movie was filmed with an iPhone.
Like I didn't
Really?
realize.
Wow.
Yeah, the third
was
movie
such
that they just start. I think they just finished filming. They used like the iPhone 15 or something like that for the whole movie to film it.
Crazy.
They filmed it with an iPhone. So
Wow.
Yeah.
guess they're trying to keep it that way. Yeah. But all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and roll out. So great seeing y'all. See y'all later.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Barrel Age Flicks. If you like our show, please leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Guys, this helps out enormously. Give us a follow on Instagram at Barrel Age Flicks Podcast. If you would like to send us a special film request, please contact us via Instagram and we will give you a personal shout out on the show. We are also on Facebook and Twitter. Our podcast is available on Apple Podcasts. We are officially also on YouTube in video form. And also Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Audible, Pocket Cast, Spotify, Castbox, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Make sure you check out Barrel Age Chicks, our spin-off show where you get the girl's perspective. Subscribe to our Patreon for uncut video and early access to our podcast. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio on YouTube for his awesome music. This guy fucking rocks. Check him out. Want to give a shout out to Sammy, one of our guest hosts on the show who does our amazing album artwork. Thank you, Sammy. Hope you join us for our next episode. Later, guys.